guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley. Welcome back to my swatching series. This series, I am swatching through my entire paint collection. I might also be picking up new paints as I go along to swatch some as you request them. So if you have any paint requests, leave them in the comments down below and I will consider picking them up and swatching them. I can't get every paint out there, but today's a big one. My husband so sweetly bought me this ridiculously gorgeous set from Schmincke. This is their entire line of super granulation paints. There are 50. So we are swatching 50 paints today. They are stunning. I am excited. I was originally going to do a painting in this video too, but the swatching took so long. So let me know what you want me to paint with these. In the next video, I want to do a couple of paintings with these granulating paints. I was actually thinking about replicating the painting on the front of the packaging. But anyway, here is the set. They are, first of all, they're ridiculously gorgeous, but it came in this beautiful wooden box, which I'm going to show you and open in just a minute. They are in kind of sets or themes of 5. We have the Volcano set, Desert, Galaxy, Tundra, Deep Sea, Glacier, Shire, Forest, Haze, and Urban. So we're going to go through all of these and swatch them and see which ones are the best, see if these are worth the price tag and the hype. So yeah, let's just go ahead, turn the camera around and start swatching these ridiculously beautiful paints. All right, so we are going to be swatching these. I have not swatched them yet. I'm so excited to swatch these colors out. There's several that I cannot wait to see. So I am going to be swatching these out both ways. So I will swatch them in my Light Wish sketchbook or swatch book, which I have already written down all of the pigment information and everything. This took me quite a while to go through and open them all and write down the information. But I did all that prep work, so this video should go smoothly. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I am gonna be swatching them on here, and I'm also gonna be swatching them in my stone swatches. So when I talk about a color, on the screen, you'll get to see both swatches while I talk about that color. I hope that made sense. And at the moment, my son is sitting next to me reading a book. So if you hear some little kid noises, that's just my son. So here are the 50 colors. Some of these, very, very excited for. The packaging alone on this though, is stunning. I love this and I'm so excited to be able to pull this gorgeous thing out. But let's go ahead and start our swatches. This will be my first reaction to most of these colors. I own probably 4 or 5 of them already, but most of these will be brand new to me. Let's actually come a little closer. All right, so the first color is Volcano Yellow, and there's a series of, I think 4 or 5. 5. So there's 5 volcanoes, 5 glaciers, 5 of each like set. So we're starting with the volcanoes, and this first one is Volcano Yellow. For pigments on this one, we have PY 159. This one is transparent. It is non-staining, and it is a 5-star light fast rating. This one definitely seems pretty light. And this pigment 159 is in quite a few of them. I guess this is a granulating yellow, so the ones with yellow in it, they use this one quite a bit. So let's see how this pigment alone is gonna do. It's taking a little bit to reactivate, but it's getting there. All right, we'll see how that dries. And also how it dries in the stone swatch. Probably be able to see the granulation a little bit more in those stone swatches. Next up is Volcano Orange. Again, we have PY 159. Ooh, look at that. We need to wet this a little more. And then we have PR 108. This one is transparent. This one's semi-staining and 5-star light fast rating. This is an interesting color. I'm curious to see some of these in the stone style. I have to, when it's a new paint, I have to see how it looks in the stone swatch, just because that's how I see. Okay, and again, their light fast ratings, 5 stars is extremely light fast, 4 is good and 4 is good light fastness. And I think these are all 4s and 5s. Go ahead and pre-wet some of these next colors. All right, next color is Volcano Red. This one is PR 108. This is semi-transparent, semi-staining, and 5-star light fast. So the orange basically has the pigments from this one and this one combined. So you kind of could have just mixed those two yourself, but. All right, next is Volcano Violet. I'm very, very curious to see this one. This is PV62 and PR 108, so it's the same red from Volcano Red. I have a feeling this one is going to separate beautifully, and I'm going to really enjoy this one. This is semi-opaque, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's a 4-star light fast rating. Yeah, I can see a little bit more opacity in this one. And semi-staining. I don't remember if I said that. Curious to see that one separate. Oh, sorry. There's a glare. Oh yeah, I'm going to like that color a lot. All right, and the last from the volcanoes, we have Volcano Brown. This is PR 108, so again, that same red, plus BBK 11, which is a granulating black. This one is semi-opaque, and it's staining with a 5-star light fast rating. This one has got some opacity in there, and let's see here. Kind of push this one around, add some water. That one's going to be beautiful as a stone swatch. So they're the Volcano ones. This one is my favorite one so far from the Volcano line. I think, sorry if you can hear my son. I think that you can get these in the sets of the 5s. So hopefully this will help you if you like a certain line. Next up is Glacier Blue. We have PB29. Ooh, look at that. And PG50. I may have to film this later whenever he's not here. That is a beautiful blue. So this has ultramarine in it, and then PG50. This is semi-transparent, non-staining, and has a 4-star light fast rating. Next one is Glacier Turquoise, and boy does this look gorgeous in the pan. This is PG50, so the same green as before, and PV16. Interesting combination there. This one is semi-opaque and non-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. All right, the next color is Glacier Green, which in the pan this looks like a dusty blue. But this one is PR 233 and PG 50. Oh my gosh, this is definitely not green, but it's beautiful. Okay, this one is one of my favorites. This one is semi-opaque, non-staining, and has a 4-star light fast rating. I can really see that red separating in this. I would call this one more blue with purple. Like I don't see green necessarily, but that's a really, really pretty color. All right, next up is Glacier Brown. We have PBR 6 and PG 26. This one is opaque, most definitely. So this one is opaque and semi-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. Definitely see the opacity in this one. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm loving these. All right, and then the last Glacier is Glacier Black. This one has PBK 11 and PB 35. This one is semi-opaque, semi-opaque and non-staining with a 4-star light fast rating. So this is black with blue. Curious to see how that one will separate. Pretty. This one and this one so far are my favorites. All right, the next up is Desert Yellow. We have PY 159, PBR 7. This one is semi-transparent, non-staining, and has a 5-star light fast rating. So it's definitely a little bit lighter. It's using that same yellow pigment. I kind of like that one though. It's a not a traditionally pretty color, but I kind of like it. All right, next is Desert Orange. Again, we have PY 159. Like I said, this PY 159 is in a lot of them. And then we have PBR 33. This one is semi-transparent and semi-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. Moving right along to Desert Brown. This one, once again, has PY 159 and PR 108. Oh, and PBK 11. Sorry, there was another one. This one is semi-opaque. Let's see if we can get that opacity here. And semi-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. I think I like Desert Brown the most out of the deserts so far. It's probably not the set I would buy if I was just buying one set of 5 colors. Right now I think the Glaciers are my favorite. But let's keep moving. I know that I like a Tundra and the Shire ones. Oh, those are beautiful. Okay, next is Desert Green. This one is PR 108 and PG 26. Okay, I like this one. This is an opaque color, it says. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at the way it's separating already. Semi-staining, opaque, and 5-star light fast. This is beautiful. Changed my mind about the desert colors. When you have red and green together, oh, there's so many possibilities here. I like this one a lot. The unpredictability of the separation of this one alone. All right, one more desert. And then I'll finish swatching these when my son isn't here. So hopefully he won't be in the background if that's bothering you. All right, next is Desert Gray. We have PY 159 and PBK 11. This is semi-opaque. This one is staining and has a 5-star light fast rating. I actually kind of like this one too. You know what? The desert ones are kind of pretty. The way they're drying, I don't mind them. They're kind of cool. Okay. Yep, that's beautiful. It is the next day. We're going to continue swatching. So we have finished the volcanoes, glaciers, and deserts, and we're going to move on to the Shire collection, which might be the one I'm most excited for. Here are the stone swatches of these so far. I love these 3. Well, and that one. So I'm excited to see the Shires. Let's see. So the next color is Shire Yellow. Pigments PY 159. So again, that same pigment that's in a lot of these paints. And we have PV 62. This one is transparent and semi-staining. I think I'm going to like the way this one separates too. It's got violet and yellow. So, and this one is a 5-star light fast rating. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty one. I really like the colors that have opposites. So the green and red together, the purple and yellow, because they're going to separate so beautifully in those contrasting colors. And since you're combining contrasting colors, you've got a little bit of a dustiness too, because they kind of turn gray or brown. So really, really loving those colors. All right, this is the one I have been most curious to swatch out of all of them. So the next one is Shire Olive. And just because of the way it looks in the pan, I want to know what this looks like. And again, we have PY 159. Oh, I already love. I'm not even done. Okay. So PY 159 and PB 35. This one is semi-transparent and semi-staining, and it has a 5-star light fast rating. I think at the end of this video, I'm going to let you know 2 different things. One, if I could only get one set, so Volcano, Glacier, that kind of thing, which one I would pick. And then also, if I wasn't getting a set and I was just getting individuals, what 5 individuals are my favorites? And I can tell you Shire Olive is one of them. I own Shire Blue, and that is one as well. I love Shire Blue. So, I love that one. Oh, I'm getting excited. Okay, the next one is Shire Green. This one is PY 159 and PG 18. This one is transparent and staining. Is this staining or semi? I think it's just staining. And oh, look at those colors. This one is 5-star light fast as well. So this one has yellow and blue. This one has yellow and green. And you really see that yellow separation in these. That PY 159 is such a cool color to mix into things. And if you wanted to kind of mix your own, you could just buy their Volcano yellow, because that's PY 159, and mix it in with a bunch of your existing paints. So if you're wanting to save money, you're not wanting to, buy these pre-made granulating paints, you can just mix some of your own pigments. But I love playing with these. These are so much fun for me. But that if you bought that Volcano yellow by itself, you could really do a lot of these on your own. Okay, moving to Shire Blue. This is one of the most glorious colors. So this is PY 159. This is PB 29, which is ultramarine, and PG 26. I am, this one is opaque and staining with a 5-star light fast rating. I am a person that loves color mixing. So I could totally mix these colors and that would be fine. I like both. I like having the convenience of them, but like I said, you totally could mix some of these yourself. Just depends on what you like to do and how you like to paint. So, all right, let's let that one separate out a little bit. All right, the last Shire color is Shire Gray. And once again, we have PY 159. And then we have PB 74, which I'm not sure what blue that is. And then PBK 11. This one is very rich. It's semi-transparent and semi-staining. It has a 5-star light fast rating. I think so far the Shire set is the one that I like all of them from. This one's not as fascinating, but let's wait and see how it dries. But the Shire ones, every single one of them has that PY 159 in it. Okay, now we're going to move on to Galaxies. So I do have, I think, Galaxy Violet. So I've used that one before. But let's start with Galaxy Pink. I have Tundra Pink, not Galaxy Pink. So let's see what this one looks like. All right, this is pigment PV 16 and PBR 33. This one is semi-transparent and non-staining. And the light fast is 4 stars. It's a really pretty, I don't even know how you describe this pink. It's a little bit muted because it's got that brown in it. Let's see how this one settles down. Okay. Next up is Galaxy Violet. This one has PR 233 and PB 29. This is semi-transparent and non-staining with a light fast of 4 stars. Oh, I like this already. I like ones that have that red and the blue separation. Let's do a little bit of lifting on this end. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, next up we have Galaxy Blue. This one is PG 50. Ooh, look at that blue. And PB 29. So we've got green and ultramarine, and it's a pretty light blue. This looks very opaque. It says it's semi-transparent, but it's got quite a bit of opacity in there. It says it's non-staining. See how much we can lift. Yeah, that's lifting. Look at that. And it is 4 stars. Light fast rating. That's a pretty blue. All right, let's check out Galaxy Brown. This one is PV 62 and PBR 6. It is semi-opaque and it's non-staining. This one is also 4-star light fast. So it looks like all of the Galaxies are 4-star on the light fast rating. This one isn't my favorite. Not my favorite tone in brown, but let's see how it separates. It might dry prettier. All right, last of the Galaxies, we have Galaxy Black. And not surprisingly, we have PBK11, which is a beautiful granulating black, and PB29, which is ultramarine. So again, as I'm saying these pigments, if you have these pigments and you don't want to spend the money on these paints, try mixing those two together and see what happens. If you have Daniel Smith's Lunar Black and Ultramarine, you will get Galaxy Black. If you would like to actually see me do a video where I am mixing some of these out of existing paints in my collection, let me know so we can see how close we can get to them. All right, so those were the Galaxies, and now we're going to move on to the forest. I have, I think, one forest existing in my collection, and it's Forest Brown, and it's stunning. So I anticipate I'm going to like the forest collection. So first up is Forest Olive. We have PG 18 and PY 43. This one is semi-transparent and semi-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. It's very pretty olive color. A little bit more. All right. Next up is Forest Green. This one is PG 19 and PBR 33. This one, if you can't tell, holy cow, that's opaque. And this one is staining. This is the most intense one we've seen. This is 5-star light fast rating. Man, I wonder what PG 19 is, that pigment. That one's an intense one. All right, next up is Forest Blue. Oh, this looks like a gorgeous teal. We have PB 36 and PBK 11. Ooh, oh, that's beautiful. All right, this one is semi-opaque and it is staining. That is intense. That is a beautiful, rich teal. This is 5-star light fast rating. This would be Kylie's favorite color, I think. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know. I thought I was going to like the forests more than the Shires, but I think the Shires are winning because of the color, like the 2 color separations. But Forest Brown is my favorite, so let's check that one out. Forest Brown is very green. It's PY 43. Look at this color. Look at this color. And PG 26. This one is semi-transparent and semi-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. I'm curious to see these in the stone swatches too. I think that these forest ones will look a lot better with the stone swatches. This forest olive is not building up very well. Pretty color. All right, forest gray, don't let me down. We've got PBR 7, PG 50, and PBK 11. Forest gray, so we've brown, green, and black. Interesting. This one is opaque, semi-opaque, and semi-staining with a 5-star light fast rating. I love that. Lift a little bit. There we go. All right, so there are the forest colors. We are 3 rows into this palette now. They are going quickly. They're just so pretty. Okay, next up are the Tundra colors. So in this collection, I've used Tundra Pink. I think that was actually my first Schmincke super granulating color, and it is gorgeous. So let's see the Tundras. We've got Tundra Orange, which is PR 233 and PY 43. This one's transparent and semi-staining with a 4-star light fast rating. Got red and yellow for this one. See how that one settles down. All right, Tundra Pink, the one I've used the most out of Schmincke's colors. We have PB 29 and PR 233. Good colors. This one is transparent and semi-staining with a 4-star light fast. The last one was also 4-star. I don't remember what I said. But Tundra Pink separates so beautifully. Such a fun color. All right, let's check out Tundra Violet. It looks brown in the pan. Very curious. It's PB 29, and there's the brown PBR 6. Wow, that's intense. This one is supposedly semi-transparent, but that looks pretty intense. And it's staining. This is a 4-star light fast rating. I see a little bit of violet there. Interesting. Yeah, in the pan it looks brown. It definitely goes very, very deep. All right, Tundra Blue. This looks deep in the pan as well, but pretty vibrant, I think. We've got PB 29 and PBR 7. Oh, yep. I like this one a lot. That is a blue that speaks to me. I don't know why that is, but that one's so pretty. This is transparent, semi-staining, and 4-star light fast. Okay. I like Tundra Blue. Just that tone in that blue. A little bit muted, but still a pretty vibrant blue. Okay. And last is Tundra Green for the Tundras. We have PG 19 and PBR 6. Oh. Okay, this one's opaque and staining. This one's intense. Look how opaque that is. This one is a 5-star light fast rating. I love doing that. This one is quite intense. It's a beautiful green. Very natural, earthy green. All right, so there are the Tundras. I'm very impressed with Tundra Blue. Tundra Violet separating pretty gorgeously. So we'll move on to the Hazes. I have not used a haze color. So let's see what these look like. Let me get some fresh water. It's getting dirty. All right, first up is Haze Pink, and I can already see separations in the pan. We have PR 233 and PB 36. This is a beautiful dusty color. This one is transparent and semi-staining. That's really pretty. With a 4-star light fast. Haze is beautiful. Oh, I like this one a lot. The Haze collection might be another one that I really enjoy. Okay. These are not letting me down whatsoever. I know that the Schmincke Super Granulators came out like before I even started painting seriously. And I've tried out all the new ones coming out, Holbein's, that, you know, everything. But these are like the OG popular ones, and I'm just now getting to them. And I can see why they were so popular. Right, next is Haze Blue. We have PY43, PB29, and PBR7. There's something about these blues where they just have that little bit of brown to them that is speaking to me. This one is transparent. It's staining and is a 4-star light fast. All right, let's check out Haze Indigo. Where was I? Pink, blue, indigo. All right, Haze Indigo is PB29, PG26, oh my, and PBR33. Look how intense that one is. This one is semi-transparent, but it looks pretty opaque because of how dark it is. And it's a staining color. This is a light fast of 4 stars. I love watching paint move. That's a beautiful color. All right, next is Haze Brown. This one is PBR7 and PBK11. Semi-transparent and semi-staining. We have 5 stars on this one. And another beautiful color. The Haze ones are very like moody. Haze Black, but the pan looks green. I'm curious about this one. It looks like a deep green, but Haze Black is PB36, PBR33, and PBK11. So we've got black, brown, and blue. It is semi-opaque, semi-staining, and 5-star light fast. It does feel like it has a little bit of a green tint to it. It's definitely got some richness in there. That's beautiful though. I think this is gonna separate really pretty. All right. Oh my goodness, we are like blazing through them now. Oh, the Tundra Violet is so pretty. Guys, I'm loving these. Okay, next are Deep Sea. I have not tried any of the Deep Seas, so let's see. That was funny. Let's see how they look. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so the first one is Deep Sea Violet. We have PB29. Oh, you're pretty. And PBR33. Something about the ones with blue and brown just get me for some reason. That's a beautiful color. It looks almost violet. It's semi-opaque and non-staining. This is a 4-star light fastness. Yeah, it's Deep Sea Violet. Makes sense it's purple, but it's ultramarine and brown. So, but that is a gorgeous color. I can already tell that's going to separate really nice. All right, next up is Deep Sea Indigo. We have PV62 and PG18. You're beautiful. This is semi-transparent and non-staining. I like this one a lot. 4-star on the light fast rating. I really, really like this color. This one is definitely a little bit on the lighter side. Some of the ones that are, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Some of the ones that are a little bit on the lighter side are slightly gummier, which I find to be just with some pigments that happens. Okay, there we go. Had to get that blue off of there. Moving down a row, we have Deep Sea Blue. This one looks like a light, bright blue. Pigments, PG 50. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. PV 16 and PB 29. We have semi-transparent, non-staining, and 4 stars on the Light Fast. This one's beautiful. It's interesting, it's called Deep Sea, but it is a very light, bright kind of sky almost blue, especially when you thin it out. That would be a beautiful sky. All right, let's see what Deep Sea Green looks like. This one looks like a color that Kylie would enjoy. This is PG 18 and PB 29. Yeah, this is Kylie's right here. This is her color. This is semi-transparent and non-staining. It's glorious. It is 4-star Light Fast, and this is a beautiful, beautiful teal color. No notes on that one. Love it. Let's see how you separate. Oh, I like this. It's like a periwinkle, like, I don't know, it's beautiful. All right, man, how are we already to the last Deep Sea? This is Deep Sea Black. We have PBK 11 and PB 74. So we've got black and blue. Whew. This one's intense. It is semi-opaque and non-staining. And it's a 5-star Light Fast. This one is a cool black. It looks like it might separate into some warm and cool, but let's see how that one settles. All right, we're down to the last set. I'm kind of sad that we flew through those, but we are into the urban set, and I have not tried any of the urbans. So let's start with Urban Yellow. This has PY 159, which hasn't been in the last few ones, so, and PV 16. So again, we have another yellow and purple combination. So curious to see how it differs from the other one. It uses a different purple but the same yellow. So it looks like the purple in this one's a little more pinky purple, and the other one was more blue purple. So pretty though. I like that one. All right, next up is Urban Red. This has a few pigments in it. We have PY 159, PR 108, and PB 35 and PBR 6. So this one has 4 pigments, which is I think the most out of all of them. It is semi-transparent, semi-staining, and a 5-star Light Fast rating. Very curious to see how this one settles because it's got yellow, red, blue, and brown. So let's see if we see any of those color separations as it settles down. All right, next up is Urban Green. This looks like another beautiful teal. We have PY 159. Oh, that's like a hunter green. PB 36 and PBK 11. I like this one. This one is mine. This is my kind of color. This one is semi-opaque and semi-staining with a 5-star Light Fast rating. I can already see some yellow separating in that one. I'm gonna like that Urban Green. That's beautiful. All right, we only have 2 colors left, and then I will talk about my favorites. All right, next up is Urban Brown. We have PY 159, PR 108, and PBK 11. This one is semi-opaque, semi-staining, and has a 5-star Light Fast rating. Pretty. All right, the last one of the set is Urban Gray. We have PY 159, PR 108, PB 35, and PBK 11. So 4 pigments in this one. It is semi-transparent, non-staining, and a 5-star light fast rating. Oh, I can see some yellow separating in this one. This one's going to be cool. Okay, I'm going to let these dry so we can fully see them. We can fully judge all of these glorious colors. Just looking at this page is making me happy. And I'll let you know my thoughts on which ones are my favorite, which ones I would skip, and oh my gosh, Haze blue is so pretty. Yeah, so once these dry, I'll come back and we will wrap this up. Okay, these are ridiculously stunning. Let's do them like this. I don't know if I can get them all on screen. I can get them somewhat all on screen. I love that I've swatched them out in the rows of 5 because each one has either a black or a gray or I think most of them are black or gray at the end. And so you can kind of compare all of the blacks and grays down the line, which is kind of cool. Anyway, okay, glancing at these, I want to pick out my favorite set of 5 first, and then I'm going to give you my 5 individual favorites. So we have the Volcano set, the Glacier set, the Desert set, Tundra, Haze, Deep Sea, Shire, Galaxy, Forest, and Urban, which Urban actually surprised me. Those are really pretty. Okay, this is a tough decision because there's some beautiful ones from all of them. If you like blues, then the Deep Sea set is probably going to be or the Haze. I don't know. If you like greens, then the Forest would definitely be. I really love the Forest colors a lot, but if I had to pick one set only, this might be a shock. It might be the Tundra set because I have a little bit of a variety between colors. I do have a green. I've got this beautiful Tundra pink. I think it would be between Tundra and Haze. Although I will say the Urban one surprised me the most, and I really like the colors from the Urban set. Now, that aside, colors that I would buy if I was just getting separate tubes. So the ones I already own, I own Shire Blue, Forest Brown, Galaxy Violet. I think I have the Galaxy Violet, and Tundra Pink. Those are the ones that I already own. But if I had none of them, I would absolutely get the desert one. This is ridiculously cool. I love the green and red separation. I don't know why, but the contrast between those just makes me happy. So I would probably get the desert. Are you called green? Gray. Nope, green. Desert green. So that's 1. 2, Shire. Haze. I think I would get the Haze blue. So that's 2. This Haze is really pretty too. Oh, but Tundra Pink would probably win over that one. So 1, 2, 3, Shire Blue, 4, Tundra Pink. No, that's too close to the Haze. And I might get the Urban Yellow because it's just really cool. This Glacier's really pretty too. I don't know. They're all so pretty. It's so hard to decide. But I'm curious, have you used any of the Schmicke super granulators? Do you have a favorite? I need to know. Where's the Shire? Shire Olive is quite pretty. That is so pretty. Let's see, that's that one. Interesting. Based on, oh, they're just all so pretty. They actually swatched really well on this paper. And you can see the granulations quite gorgeously. Tundra Violet is stunning. Where is that on here? Tundra, where are you? Tundra Violet. The Tundra ones are quite pretty. Tundra Violet shows up really well on this one. And I like Tundra Blue. I don't know. I like them all. I'm so happy that my husband bought them all for me because I'm truly going to use all of these. I think the least exciting set is the Volcano. And that's probably just because it's got a lot of the orange and red and volcano colors, you know. I don't normally gravitate towards those, but yeah, I would love to know, do you have a favorite? Which ones do you want? And I also want to remind you, these swatching videos are not to push product on you and not to get you to buy all of these paints. These are to help you not spend money on things that you don't need. So hopefully by swatching and playing with these, you can see which ones you would actually use so you don't buy something that you're not going to end up using. But in this video, I really wanted to do a quick painting with these, but I think this one was so long. I will do a painting with these in the next video. And I'm going to try a new technique that I've never used with granulating paints. It involves a spray bottle. So come back for that. That will probably be the next video I do, but yep. Shire Blue, Galaxy Violet, Tundra Pink, Tundra Violet. These are ones that are standing out to me right now. Deep Sea Green, hello. Urban Yellow. Okay, I'm going to stare at these for another couple hours. Glacier Green. But I'm going to let you go so you don't have to sit here and listen to me. But thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a long one, but if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Let me know which ones you want me to swatch next. I think I'm going to go back to Holbein, but let me know. If there's a certain paint set you want to see swatched, because I'm loving this and I love having them all in one book, and I can't stop staring at this and this and this and this, and oh, they're so pretty. Okay, bye. Schminke. Nope, come on. Schminke.
Right there.
Okay, go put it up. But I'm gonna swatch these first. Okay,